And here is a set video. Let me click on this first video.
You think your home is clean? But what about the millions of germs you can't see lurking on every surface?
It doesn't make sense, right? We are proposing cat food and she is talking about something else that totally not relevant. So I think we need to modify some of the prompt GPT-5 to power your Copilot. So what does it mean by that? So on September 10, which is like 6 days ago, OpenAI actually announcing that they finally add full support for MCP in ChatGPT itself. So currently it is in developer mode. So it means you can use that in order to allow ChatGPT to control an external system. And we are considering that we are one of the first end client that's supporting this one. So we can make Agentic Flow MCP is connected to ChatGPT. And what does that mean? It means like in ChatGPT, you can able to interacting with Agentic Flow, like you can able to list of the workflow that you have, and also make it like ChatGPT as your own Copilot. So if you haven't got chance to review what is AI Copilot mean with Agentic Flow MCP, I strongly suggest that you have watch this video. So this one we actually showing you how can you create a Copilot that having own the understanding about Agentic Flow, and then can help you to build your own workflow and so on. So basically you can click on this one. Oops. Just go into So this is a video where I show everyone that how you can build your own Copilot with Agentic Flow MCP. So at that time I was building within Agentic Flow, but why today is different is because of GPT-5. GPT-5 is quite expensive. I would say, sorry, let me search for GPT-5. So if you click on this one, and you will see that GPT-5 is priced at $10 per 1 million token. And even they can be higher as well. So it means if you can use ChatGPT with your MCP, so you can leverage your existing subscription with ChatGPT, and then you can ask your ChatGPT in order to build a workflow or agent that you want it to be. So first, you leverage the subscription that you already have. I think most of us is going to have ChatGPT subscription. And then secondly is because of the ChatGPT having the understanding about your business, because they have the long-term memory. So most of the time, what you are trying to build should relevant to something that you already talked to ChatGPT before. So it means it's easier to compose a plan for you, and also can interacting with Agentic Flow. And at this point, Agentic Flow is serving as a like AI platform that can be leveraged, and it's just like a runtime where Agentic Flow serving as a runtime can execute your workflow and agent and multi-agent system, but the one that building that can be your ChatGPT and you. So we are currently in the integration. So it's supposed to be done in next Tuesday, which is the end of this iteration. But because this one is something that I really excited about, so that's why I was recording a demo in here. So we will play together. I have it here. So let me scroll back in here and let me play the video. Okay. So you go into here, you switch on developer mode. And on here, you will click on more, and you will click on developer mode and add source, connect more. In this one, you choose Agentic Flow MCP. And this one, you paste the URL. This one is like in development, so just ignore that. But later, you can just paste our URL and trust this application. You click create. You can add a logo of Agentic Flow as well. That's fine. And after that, it will redirect into the authentication page where it will asking you to log in so that we can authenticate who you are and the workspace that you're working on. And just like this one, so you're accepting the authorization, and you give the permission for your ChatGPT to working on your workspace. And of course, you will need to paste your API key into this one. You can go into the Agentic Flow. You click on your avatar, click on API key, and click on create an API key. Give it a name, MCP, and then you can have your API key of Agentic Flow. Copy that, go back to the authentication page and paste here. and click connected. That's done. So right now, your ChatGPT should be able to interacting with Agentic Flow on your behalf. And it doesn't have to be on the desktop app. It can be on the website as well, as long as the connection is ready. So you can see in here, all of the connection that we already create can available and browsing available for ChatGPT. So click on this one, choosing Agentic Flow, switch this on. Right, good. So at the moment, you can ask list workflow, do I have? Yep. And ChatGPT is going to looking for available tool that we provide, and it's going to fetching the list workflow action. It will confirm, and it will fetch all of the workflow that we have in the system. Yeah, it's really having the list of the workflow that Joseph have in his workspace, only one at the moment. But yeah, that's how you can interacting with the Agentic Flow and also the MCP. And because if you're watching this video before, then the MCP is very powerful because it allow you to kind of like creating workflow just by nature text. So you just describe what you want, and ChatGPT, because it have its own reasoning capability with GPT-5, it can able to self-discovering what Agentic Flow have, because we have like 10,000 tools. So it's mean it can easily crapping most of the day-to-day workflow that you or your business is using. Okay, so that is something that we know to us. So we expect to deploy that to production in less than a week. So before next Tuesday, you should be able to use that. Okay. So before moving to the next one, I think I will just go into Discord and see if anyone have any question. Is building your own Copilot? Hey Tyler, good to see you. There's a lot of like better from the Copilot in the platform. Because one is why using a ChatGPT Copilot with Agentic Flow MCP. Oops. One is GPT-5. It's kind of like spare users of your solution already. And for the Copilot on the platform is V1, which does not have the access to 10,000 tools. And third, which is the Copilot on platform is serving multi-user. So it uses a fast and so first one is not as smart comparing to GPT-5, of course, because we are using that to a fast LLM. And also we don't have any memory. Do not have any memory about your day-to-day, but ChatGPT does. So what for my testing, actually, the GPT-5 is navigating quite well given this one. And because should be something that you already pay for your day-to-day use, right? But maybe you never reach into the level that is maximized and reaching to the limit. So having this one with Agentic Flow MCP is going to be leverage the existing quota that ChatGPT already gave you, and it's much better performance, I would say. Okay. And yeah, of course, I think for the benchmark so you have the intelligent analysis, right? So GPT-5 is here. So it's maximum, and the Pro is 60, and the one that we were using is like 51. So the current Copilot is powered by Gemini 2.5 Flash. So absolutely, you are switching from ranking number like something, you move directly to the top number one. So that is the significant difference that I believe that you should definitely give it a try. You just jump directly from here and to here. Yep. First one is the intelligence. Second one is the memory and how it know about you and what you do and so on. So that's why I think moving towards this direction is going to be much more at least for you. For my personal knowledge, so answer to Anton, I don't know yet for this one. Perhaps that you can try. I'm using a ChatGPT Plus, and I can enable this one, but I haven't tried with the free account. But technically, I think they normally will restrict it to ChatGPT Plus to do this. But I think you can give it a try and just let us know. Okay. This is similar to later. Because we are already after ChatGPT, we are going to make it compatible back to Claude as well. So it's mean because we have the Agentic Flow already. So later we will make our webs will also with Agentic Flow MCP OAuth. So just to give everyone the understanding. So after the Agentic Flow MCP create, so in order to make this available, actually we need to develop something we call it Agentic Flow MCP OAuth. And this one will enable us to make the Claude website will also work as well. So that is going to be like a much easier, seamless way of integration with the MCP rather than having to go through the steps like what I described in this video. Even like you can still following this video to set up, but it's a bit troublesome, I would say. But right now with the OAuth, it's much more straightforward. But either way, so this means you can leverage OAuth 4.1 for your Copilot. So OAuth 4.1, where is it? OAuth 4.1 is here. So it's a 59 score. Even it's not number one like GPT-5, but it's still better, right? Comparing to 51 from Gemini Fly. So more intelligent, better for iPhone. So let me ask, what file that was uploaded to Copilot? Yeah. So you should upload this one. So I would say I have that somewhere. Yep. This is prompts. So I just copy this prompt. I paste here into the group. So you should be able to see this one. So this is a system prompt. Please put this system prompt into your ChatGPT project and equip. But of course, right now we need to publish and deploy. First, this is going to be available. We need to deploy this OAuth to production live environment, and we expect to done it by this weekend. By ETA, let's put this September. What is it? September 19. Second one, you put this system prompts into your ChatGPT project, and you link your Agentic Flow to MCP to ChatGPT. Follow the instruction I showed before, and then you are good to go. So this is a 3-step that so this is the 3-step process. After we deploy, you just doing this one, and you should be able to get your Copilot up and running, just like this one. And yeah, of course, we will release a video and demo before by in our number 20, which is next Tuesday. I hope that's answered. Yeah, of course. So right now is we are still using this prompt, but if whenever that we have a new prompt, we will just like having the updated version. At the moment, this prompt we call this a version 2 of the Copilot. We will continue to testing that and updating this one, and if we have something new, we will let you know in order to have monitors. But eventually, I think we will put it in a central place, normally in our documentation, so that you can always like get up to date on this one. All right, good. So I think that is the first announcement that we share today. I'm quite excited about this one, and I hope that when we deploy, you will able to see that. Next one I would like to talk about is MAS update. Okay, so I think earlier this month, we are also sharing some of the MAS template. First of all, this is the first one, which is related to deep research multi-agent system. It consists of multi-agent working together and output a comprehensive report about any like 500 US technical companies. Actually, because it's a no code, so yet you can modify this one very easily. So that is the first deep research MAS. The second MAS that we are introducing today is the UGC Art Generator. So it means like, first of all, you have a product and you have an AI KOL. Then how can you make them together so that you can maybe asking the women to just holding the product and talk something nice about the product, right? So I'm going to demo that. And we also make it as a template as well, so that you can clone. And then we make it as an example for you like to learn how to operating with MAS and so on. We also having last week, we also presenting this one, which is a script to video MAS. We allow you to generating the full, like a voice over kinds of video, with, Nano Banana and VO3. Another one is, this is a director MAS. So this one is work in progress. So, this is, quite complicated MAS, with a lot of looping and so on. This is kind of like agentic behavior. We are still working on it. As you can see in here, Ricardo test danger, do not touch. So, we are still working on it. But basically, this one is demonstrating the ability of an MAS system that go beyond of like step by step. Agent number 1, you do this. Agent number 2, you do this. Item number 3, you do this. It go beyond that. It will allow you to input as a human, and also it can iteratively improve based on the previous conversation. So that's it, kind of like having the memory of the MES itself, so that it will remember everything in a working section. So it's just not like the maybe NAN workflow, right? You press a button, it run, and when you press the second button, it don't really remember about previous run. This one is different. This one is kind of like an interactive loop where you can continuously to add your command, reiterative on that. So this is something that we are currently working in progress, but I'm happy to also show everyone as well. So for deep research, we already demoed last week. I will not repeat that. I will go on this one, UGC Art Generator on MES side. Okay. So let me go through on that. Where is that? Okay. So let's watch the final video first. Okay. Oh, okay. It's downloaded to my machine. Okay. So that is quite simple video, right? And so let's look at the, like, how is it have been made. Okay. Let me go back into, maybe from here or from here. Okay. So let me have in this one. So it will starting with like a trigger from my side. So create an ad from this product image, and this is a KOL. And the first one is the video script generator. Here's a 16 second script for Coca-Cola. And this is a scene 1 and scene 2. And what we can see, what's the audio and text effect. And the text effect is taste the feeling. Okay, it come up with this one, and it will talking with the first agent, which is the start frame generator. So this is one of the agent that okay, you can see in here. So with the name of the agent is start frame generator. So this agent, what it does is that it's going to take the input and it's going to adjust the image on this one, and it will composing the image into 2 scenes and with the start frame. So let's open this start frame and see what is a start frame. Okay, so this is the woman that holding a Coca-Cola. And what is the second? Okay, close up of Coca-Cola. Okay, good. So we have 2 screen, and also we have text effect on screen. And after we have 2 scenes on the visual and start frame and audio and so on, then we want to pass it through to a scene video generator. So which is next agent, this agent. So this agent is going to using the generate video, and it will run 2 times, and it will create the scene 1, which is this video. Okay. And then it's having scene number 2. And after 2 scenes have been done, right, we cannot just like having 8-second video for these 2, which is not make sense. So we need to combine together. So we are creating another video editor. This video editor is actually do the combine. So basically it takes 2 video, it combined to a 16 video, and then this is the result that you just saw. So before we move into this one, maybe let's do a random, I would say, let me for maybe snake for cat. Okay, let's put a looking for Google image. Okay, for this picture, let me take picture. Let me open image in a new tab. Okay, oh, it's quite small. Let me pick a bigger one. Side, last side. Let's take this per snack. This look good. Let me open this image in tab. Make sure that we can access this image. Okay, and second one, we need a KOL. So let me put this one is aistudio.google.com. Oh wait, why do we need to have this one? We already have an agent to do that. Let me go to my agent. We have an agent. I think what is the designer? Okay. Okay. Flash design. Oh, Express designer. Okay. What's a nice name? Okay. Let me new chat and let me new chat in here and say, hey, I need image of the KOL that's suitable for this product. And I will select where I need to download this image. Let me go back to my agent. I will attach that photo on this one first. Let's wait a bit. And asking this one. Okay, so you have a picture in here. Let's wait. I just asked it to come up with something. All right, this doesn't look like nah. Even this picture look cute, but what I need is kind of like a influencer that will holding that kind of like products. And then, wait, why do I need a human, right? Cat KOL, that All right, let's just using this one as an example. So we have an original image, which is this one. And also we have a new image, which is a KOL, which is this one. So just for example, so let me copy this. How can let's open an image in new tab. So this is the product image that maybe you find somewhere. And this is your KOL, for example. And then you go into your multi-agent system. Let me find, okay. And in here, I will create a new chat. And what I'm going to do is, wait, let me copy this. Where's this one? Let me copy the prompt, say. Oh, it's quite simple, actually. So no need to copy. So it's just like a create 16 second add from of this product. And copy the product URL. Oops, not this one, this one. And having this to say something. Oops, I think my camera was off. Why? It should be back. I hope you can still see my screen. So I will just press this one. So what is there is that it's going to trigger the entire multi-agent system from left to right in order to, first one is generate the script, second one is start a frame, and third one is starting the scene video generator, and final one is generate. Okay, so you can see the script generator actually come back with the this one, and okay, the video open with a bright medium shot of KOL. Okay, wait, is it literally having the access to the image or not? Hidden gems. Wait, I think the image is not accessible somehow by the model. Let me click on this one first. It was running the image generator. It will take a bit of time in order to generate the video because of the this is calling Google VO3, and normally VO3 is not as fast to run. Okay, for some reason my camera is just on and off today. It's back. It take a bit more time than I expect. Let's go into the Discord and maybe I can answer a few questions. Okay, so is a prompt will be available? I don't have, so this one is actually the board that I'm working on. Actually, this is an offline board. This is a classic drawer. So this is just an offline board that I was using since very beginning. Since Office number 6 until now. This is kind of like offline. So every time I was using this one to show everyone like what we are working on for a past couple of months. And I think I'm going to continue. It's not publicly available, but I will. What I'm doing is that I think what you're asking for is whether you can getting the prompts and everything. So I'm going to create a kind of like, for example, into docs. So we have our documentation here, right? And this is a good source of material. And I'm going to add one more section, say office hour material. And then in the office hour material, we will contain all of the like prompts or workflow or template URL that you can just copy and paste. We will also link that to the YouTube description of the video so that you can just reuse that. So just don't worry about that. Okay. And okay, where is the video now? It takes more time than expected. Maybe I would just click on this video and see what is the output of this video first. It's having the start frame. What is the output? So the output is success already. And there's a video that okay, so we have this model blah blah and blah and blah. Okay, it might take a bit time. Let me refresh this one first and see how is the progress. It's still running. Let me do another, which is, let me see what is healthy breakfast. Okay, let me click on this one. Okay, there's some final video. Let's click on this one and play.
Có ngày granola siêu hạt giọt nắng, giòn tan, ngọt thanh, ăn là mê.
So this one is an ad that's generated that providing for this granola. It was saying in Vietnamese, but technically that is again showing. For example, we can having a second. Another one is like this one. Let's do in this one and click on this video.
Bữa sáng vội vàng khiến bạn mệt mỏi. Đừng lo.
So basically that how you can having the agent multi-agent system to generate a video for you. This one is still running. I think this is something that this is done already. Okay, so we have generate video, and right now it's just trying to combine the video for you. Okay, it just takes some time to do it. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to be done, so what I'm going to show you is that you can go into your agent, multi-agent system, and then you will see this video MES here. So what you can do is that you just click on this button, clone, and in here it will asking for you some of the connection. So this one we are sure that we have some problem that we provide you the template before that you don't have the connection to some of the services so that you cannot use. So you can use Fan, you can use PixelML, you can use Google, and then you just click continue. So let's say copy, and then you just copy this one. So what it does is that it's going to basically clone everything that we already created. You just click on this auto layout, and it will just clone everything that you just saw, and that's how you can start. And let me explain to you how everything works together. So you already see the result, right? So you see that there is 4 agents that working together on this one. So the first one is the video script. So the second one is a start frame generator. The third one is the scene video generator. And the final one is the video editor to combine everything together. So let's click on the first agent. So this agent is going to take the input, let's say, create video script to promote the product using the following information. So this one is actually based on your user message. So what mean user message? This one is actually the user message. So this is triggered by us, by me as a human. But after that, it's going to be going to the agent and it will be append in here. And this agent will take the input, whatever that I'm typing in, and append with this message so that it will know that what it needs to do. And if you click on the setting in here, you can see that in instruction and all of the workflow, everything in this agent, actually it is like the skill of this agent. We modify this one in setting so that you can easier to configure them. You can click on this button. It will open the agent itself. So you can also modify their model. You can add more workflow. You can do whatever you want with this agent. But basically, this agent is very simple. It just take the message and output the information in a structured output. Okay. And the second agent is the start frame generator. So what I mean by start frame? Start frame is something like to start the video. So it means you need to allow, there's a V image, for example, like this one. So there's a KOL and she is holding this product, right? And this is the product. And then you generate a KOL that holding the product yourself. And then after this one, you will see the dialogue of this KOL. You think your home is clean, there's a music as well. And scene number 2 is click on this one. Okay, it's like totally different product. I think we need to fix some problem on this one. But anyway, you know how is it working. And here is a set video. Let me click on this first video.
You think your home is clean? But what about the millions of germs you can't see lurking on every surface?
It doesn't make sense, right? We are proposing cat food and she are talking about something else that's totally not relevant. So I think we need to modify some of her prompt in order to make her working properly. For example, like whether she can take the input and also she think about it in the prompt and so on. But whatever you can modify in here, in this instruction of this prompt. In here, I think the reason why we have problem is that because we didn't write any instruction to this MES agent. And that's how it's causing some problem. Let me click here. Yeah, so we have this one. Okay, so we are writing blah, blah, and blah, blah, something in here. Okay, some hook and so on. But for some reason, it's still generating. We need to fix something and update on this one. But basically, the first agent is supposed to generate the key visual, then the prompt for the start frame and audio dialogue. And for the start frame generator, this one is going to work on some part. And let's take a look on the instruction. Click on this one. So you are the graphic designer for a video production team, and your job is to create image from text, okay, styling, accurate text, product mockup, and blah blah. So the ultimately, when a task finish, output a visual, a start frame, the audio, and the text effect on screen if needed. So this start frame generator actually doing the scripting and providing this information, including the start frame. Because why it can having this start frame? Just because if you click in here and you click on this one, it have the skill that edit image. So it means it can producing image, it can merge two image together. That's why, or maybe generate a totally new image. So that's why you will see there's a woman that holding the cat food in here. Yeah, you can think about how it's working. Okay, and after this start frame generator is doing, then it will pass the rest of the work into something that the next agent is doing. So this agent we call it scene video generator. So this scene video generator, what is that? It's receiving the input that say, use the following video information to contour generated video. Use start frame image to create video from blah. And there's the information that passing from the previous action, which is the node. So actually in here, you can type in // I will show you in here. So if you want to refer the information that generated by previous guy, you can just pressing double quote. It will showing start frame generator node and also all of the information here, or even the trigger message, which is the original one. So in here, what I'm using is that the start frame generator, which is this guy, you can see start frame generator node, output, and last message. So we are saying the final message from this guy is going to be the input to my guy. And in my guy, I will have some process. So this guy is going to do is, you are an AI video generator. Your job is to create short video clip, and you will receive some blah blah from some guy, and you will just creating that. And you will deliver a link to generated video clip, either in MP4 or MOV format. So what he does is actually going to create a video, and actually he did, right? Scene video generator. And this guy, scene video generator, he provide a link to the MP4 file. And finally, it leads into the final agent, which is the Ricardo video editor. And if you click in here, you will see this video, Ricardo video generator will take the input as a message that say node and VO3 prompt generator node. So it means it actually referring to this guy, the scene video generator, but it will referring to the actual code name, which is in here. But we will make it change so it will be easier to referring to. But as long as you can refer into the correct data, then it will be able to generate the output and the last message. So basically, it means that the final video editor, you take whatever this guy will output, and then you will do something. Okay, you are a professional editor. You will receive a list of video. Each video will always have duration 8 seconds. Your job is using tool to combine all these videos together, blah, blah, and blah. And where's the tool? This is a workflow that you equip to this agent. So think about this way. So you have a team of 4 guy agent that working together with different role, and each of the role can have different skill. And because of each of these agent is actually can manage independently. So when you are creating a new workforce or maybe a multi-agent system, you don't have to come up with this guy again, because later if you need a video editor, you just pick them in. And how you can pick a guy into the MAS? You just click on add node, you click on agent, and then you're just choosing the video editor. You click here, and then voila, you already equip this guy into your workforce, and he already has the workflow as well. So this is how you can building your agent and reusing them in the multi-agent system, and also connecting them and so on. I know that's quite a lot of learning in here. We are trying to make some tutorial and documentation. So your easiest way to learn about this one should be click on docs, go into workforce, read all of this one information. In here, we also having some video as well. Suggest that you have a look, and we will comprehensively to enhance this list of the tutorial so that you can have a look. So basically, what you can do is that to learn from that, or you can just clone these 2 workforce in order to put up some of the item in here. So I will pause a bit and I will go back to Discord. Yeah, so let me answer this question. Yes, so MAS template already released. You can go into your workforce, just go into multi-agent. You see these 2 templates is already available. You can click on clone and you can play around with them. maybe there is some issue, some small issue that I just show you, but we will fix that. And we aim that we will publish a few more workforce template, a multi-agent system, so that you can just clone out the box and then just give it a try. And for example, for this one, the deep research agent, we already make it working, and that should be straightforward for you. And for bonus mode, is the applicable for on tier, especially Copilot and KOL part. Copilot is available for all of the tier, of course. So as long as you can go into your key and also just click on create API key. And if you go to our YouTube channel, you just search for build your own Copilot with Agentic Flow MCP. Let me drop this file into our Discord. Then you can set up. It doesn't have to be waiting for the ChatGPT, but right now you can still use it. But technically, with the ChatGPT, it will be much easier for you. Okay. Can it generate a realistic voice? For this one, actually, for VO3, it can generate voice, but it's not as good. So normally we will not having VO3 to generate this voiceover, but rather we are going to using some kinds of like the professional voice. So what I'm suggesting is perhaps that you can go into the agent, for example, this one, and then in the event that you would like to have some professional voice, wait, it's not here. Go into workflow. Let's create a new agent, a new workflow, and you put it here. You put it text to speed, and you search it for text to speed, choosing text to speed, and then in here, click on this small icon. You will see that there's a lot of voice that you can choose from, and these are even from OpenAI, from other, so even 11 Lab as well. So for this one, it's going to be more clear, and you can just generating a text to speed into the relevant segment, and then based on that, you can finally combine to the final video. I think we can make a video about that, how to using the create video with the voiceover that from 11 Lab, for example, because this is something that we can technically do with this one already. Okay. So the reason why, next question from, wait, let me add one more scene into here. So the reason why that you will see that this video is this short is because of VO3 default is only 8 seconds. So VO3 is only 8 seconds each, but you can extend from the last frame. So it means the video will last for 8 seconds. You take the last frame and then you just continue on that. So you just repeat the process until you reach the length that you want with that kind of level of script. And in order to do that, actually, you will need to have some. Can you tell agent to generate multiple clips by using a storyboard? Yes, you can. It will be a bit more comprehensive, I would say. So I'm going to show you now. So that is lead us into the director mode. So this one is a director mode where you are going to have a director, which is kind of like control of every other agent. And then you can talk to the director, and the director is going to giving the task to other agent, and then this director is going to assign a task and can extend the video and do different kinds of things. So let me show you how is it working on this one. Let me go to multi-agent. Let me search for what. Okay, this one is Ricardo is working. So this is quite complicated, but let's start from trigger. It will trigger into a kind of output node in here. It will go into the video director. So this director, let me go to setting, go into instruction. Let me click on this first. You are the director, a lead strategist of the UGC style YouTube ad production team. And we assign a team to this director. And the director is going to do the script writer, and it's going to do, it will have another visual designer, and it will have a video generator. So we have 3 guys that working under this director, and we give the guy a process, and like he need to asking the user about the product, the target audience, the goal, and also analyze requests, and it will need to do some thinking as well, and it will do something. After this agent is doing, it will go into this one, which is doing some kinds of like convert, and it will go into the condition. So it will understanding whether the message is coming from the user or the video editor, graphic designer, or blah and blah. But I think instead of like having this one, I would like to show you the final product first. Okay, let me click on this one. So the session is, I want to create an ad about a pen with embedded AI technology with the brand name is Pixel Pen. Okay, target audience is everyone who know how to write, and goal product line duration 8 seconds. And it will go through different steps in here, and it is creating a script. Here's a hook, and here's a product description, the goal, and the natural CTA. It will through all of the process. It will trigger the graphic designer to do something. It will create thumbnail, background, overlay graphic, and finally, I think eventually it will generate a video. Where is the video? Okay, so this is creating a thumbnail. Okay, so we have a pixel pen. Okay, and finally it will thumbnail, and there's a video. It should be having video. Okay, let's click on the pixel pen video.
Hey writers, ever wish your pen could think for you? We all know the struggle of writer's block, right? Meet the Pixel Pen.
So that is how you can have on this director. And the beauty of this one is, can you also make a video about Apple Pen? You can continue the process. So you can comment, and then because of the director is actually going to take the conversation, it will ask you create a script. It will asking the script writer to write, and the director will receive the request from the script writer, and it will asking the graphic designer to do something. And graphic designer actually going to create 3 images based on just like a request that I just comment into the group. Wait a bit. So the graphic designer already finished 2 images, 3rd image, okay? And after it finishing the task in here, it actually going to, oh, okay. It have 3 images, thumbnail, background graphic, and this is a pen. And after that, it's going to, so the director is going to ask the video generator to generate a video. And let's see. Video is always taking some time to generate on this one. Multi-agent scene video generator. It should not be a single agent. It should be a multi-agent, a 4 agent. Okay. So if like, may go here, let me go into multi-agent, and let me click on MES, and I will click on fan, and we click one just to make sure the connection is great. So clone on September 16, and click continue. After you clone, it should be like this. I know what you mean. So because they are overlapping each other. So what you can do is you can click on this auto layer, and that's it. We will fix this error. Okay. Yeah, they were overlapping on each other on this. We supposed to have kinds of like we storing the exact location of the agent on the canvas, but I think there's some issue, so that's why it's just the way it is at the moment. So to answer to the question of like why did you read my name? Yeah, so we will need to make another video on how we can integrating with the 11 lab for realistic voice, and we will make that as an example for you to use this one. So the question from Tyler, would it make sense to add a storyboard artist who took the script and reference image to create consistent storyboard in line with the script runtime interval? And yeah, I think that is why it is powerful, right? So it means you will be the one that you have the expertise. So you can go here, you can adjusting this instruction of this agent, and in a way that is suitable because you know and you understand it better than me on this scenario. And that is how this is beautiful, because this kind of no code, so you can modify all of the way, you can test with it, and then the agent will, okay, we have the final video. Okay, it takes some time, but that's why how you can add a different agent, and you can add in the middle, and instead of like passing from to this guy, maybe you just delete this one, just delete this one, and then you can adding this guy in the middle, and then you drag one and drag to this guy. And of course, you will need to modify the message. What is the information that it will proceed? Maybe it's going to tick on this one, last message. In instruction, you need to modify something in here, but basically that is how you can modify your your agent and your multi-agent system to work the way that you want it. Yeah. Actually, the current way that we are doing is we don't give VO3 a voiceover. Actually, we just give it a text like this one, like audio, and we tell VO3 that I want you to speak this one. Turn the toy into something. Let me play this video first.
You think your home is clean? But what about the millions of germs you can't see lurking on every surface?
I think this is not bad, right? Actually, because the VO3 is where it can generate the voice matching with the lift and quite okay. So that's why it makes it simpler for us. But if we don't really like satisfied with this one, we can always split that process into multiple steps, including like the voice is going to be generated by 11 lab and the lip sync is going to be after, and we only keep VO3 for the motion of the character. Yeah, I don't know this one yet. I have to test this one, but I think yeah, can be. I don't think so. I think from Google, what they are having is, oh, they're thinking via spot. Oh, well, let me go to this. So you can test this one. So you're just going to here and you can test VO3. And you can create a new workflow. And in here, you go to here and you click VO3. And here, create VO3, delete this one. And you absolutely need to take the connection, of course. So let's look at what a VO3 gives us. First one is the model. You can choose the VO3 or VO3 fast. You can give the prompt. You can set the aspect ratio. So that's good. You can choose it's like 1080 or 720. That's okay. Allow adult. Number of video 1 to 4. Okay. And you can insert an input image at a starting frame. So it means currently the input is not having an audio. So I don't think that you can do this kind of like feeding an audio to VO3 and so on. So technically, how to overcome this one? Let me give you, if I going to do this one, what I'm going to do. So first one is MS to generate the script and with a realistic of a nano banana VO3 first 11 lab. So some of the process that I'm thinking if I going to do, first one is to image by nano. Second step is to image to video by VO3 by 11 lab, lip sync API, maybe some other services, and finally is combine. So minimum it's going to require 5-step process like this to have either a workflow or a multi-agent system that will kind of like storyboard to generate all of these one together. And it only makes sense if you are planning to generate the like 100 or 1,000 kinds of this one. And yeah, it will require a bit of like even like exploration to ensure every step is working together. But I think VO3 make us kind of like easy for prototype for us because they handling this area, which is including the lip sync, all of this one. So currently VO3 already cover for us already. Yeah, but not as best quality, I think. Maybe what we can do is let me go into workforce in this one. And instead of, okay, let me go in here. So instead of like this video generator, so let me see what video that he's using. So instead of using fast, let me using the normal one. Let me save. Let me go back to MES. Let me copy this prompt. And I'm going to create a new chat and just paste here. So instead of using like VO3 fast, which is cheap and fast, I just change into something that more expensive, 2 to 3 times more expensive, and then see how this multi-agent system is working together. They are doing some pixel pen. Let's go to Discord. Script to artist for creating character screen, split to storyboard artist to make scene design, voice actor for each second. I think what you described is totally doable. And the one that you are like evaluating, actually, this is the agent that we are having. So we are having a director that's sitting in the middle that's going to orchestrate all of these experience together and then this director is going to reviewing the result of this guy. And actually, if you would like to have some evaluation, you can also equip some of the skill to this agent to sampling some of the output of some guy, and then perhaps that evaluate whether this guy is working or not working. And yeah, basically that is how your multi-agent system should work. Okay, so let me click on this one. Look like this agent is already unlock your creativity. This is a pixel pen. It is starting to generate video. It is using there is no start frame. Wait, there is no start frame. So it means this is something wrong. Actually, this guy supposed to take the frame that we are generating from this one in order to have. But doesn't look like this guy is following the instruction. So what we need to do is perhaps that we will see this guy, what is he doing? Click on this. Oh no, this is the video generator. And this should be this guy. That's why. So you can see this guy is only not so smart. So he is only using 4.0 mini on this one. So we should using GPT-5 or GPT-5 mini, which is much more smarter rather than using that one. So one of my tips for you is for some of the guy that you would like to make it very cool and also very follow prompts, especially the guy that is using some API that's very expensive, like VO3. I strongly suggest that you are using GPT-5 to drive this guy, okay? Because VO3 is just so expensive. So we want the agent that using that one is smart enough. Yeah, okay. I think we also overrun 15 minutes for this one. So I think that's pretty much it for today. Oh wait, I think I have something for you guys. This is small one, but on the workflow, we make some change. So you can go into trigger and go into the webhook. And for example, like we are going to create a new webhook trigger, like a test webhook. Click create. And in here, we are adding some new, for example, we trigger event. So it's mean if you are triggered to this webhook, it's going to store in the log in here. So you can use, or you can go in here and you will see that there is, we make some C URL or some JavaScript code or Python's code. So basically, you can copy this entire page and you can copy to your developer or your agent, and they will know how to work together with our agent and workflow from their side. So I think that's pretty much it. This is kind of like small enhancement on the webhook side. I think that's pretty much it for today. It's a lot of time already So build your own Copilot, which is using ChatGPT, GPT-5, instead of like using API. The reason is the GPT-5 is not included in the Agentic Flow default. We have GPT-5 Nano, but in order to make the best out of it, I would suggest that you use GPT-5 without any mini or nano. And because if you're choosing this one, you will need to bring your own key, because it's quite expensive to operate. And because of the nature of the Copilot, it will do auto recursive loop and doing again and again and again. So it will be super like long context and very expensive to operate. So that's why I think, when we have the MCP servers available, you can connect it to your ChatGPT, and then you can use your ChatGPT to operate, and it will be the best of both worlds. Okay. Yeah, correct, Taylor. All right, good. So I think that's it. Let me recap of what we are presenting today. So one is, introduce you that you can do GPT-5 on ChatGPT to power your Copilot. So that is number one. We do quite a deep dive on that. So the quality changing from like 51 to 67, which is the highest in the world at the moment. And we will introduce that so that Claude Web will also work as well. And here's a step-by-step when we deploy. And the second one is we introducing 4 new templates, that including the UGC Art Generator, as I show you, and more complicated director MAS. So this one is still work in progress. We will show you how is it going to work. And basically it's going to able to do some further as well. And we will have some follow-up in order to replacing some part of the MAS with the 11 lab, which will have the more realistic video generation and demonstrate the platform capability. And I think that's it for this week. And If you have any question, please feel free to drop into our channel or just send us an email to support@agenticflow.ai. Okay, thanks everyone for your time, and thanks Tyler, and thanks everyone. Bye bye.